So Stickman jumping around is back. N++ is here after a hiatus of 7 years, I think it was. I think it was 2008 when N+ came out. It was one of the big first Xbox Live Arcade games. And it's more of the same. And that is the best thing I can probably say, or you'd want to hear, in terms of a new Ninja 2D stick platform game. N++ features hundreds of new levels. It feels better than ever, and there are actually a ton of features. There's a great multiplayer. You get to create your own levels and put them out into the community, and it has that incredible one more level, because one more level could be 30 seconds. That being said, because it's N++, one level could be 10 minutes of frustration and screaming, making eye contact with your controller, saying, you don't do this, it's going against the wall. And that's okay, because that level of frustration is because you've made a mistake, and you learn that pretty quickly. You learn that if you die, you didn't do it right. The game didn't cheat you out of it. The controller didn't do what you were supposed to do or anything like that. You just know you overshot the jump. It's about the first opening half an hour, maybe probably less. It's about getting the right feel of momentum, because if you catch walls at the right time, you can get a much bigger launch off it. You can get a much higher launch off it. You can time it off on the certain platforms where you'll get a better release. And it's about understanding that and remembering it and making those calculations in your head moments before you actually carry them out and implement them and see what happens. But it is still really, really hard to put down. I said I'd do a little capturing to go with this, and I captured about half an hour thinking it was 5 minutes, and then as soon as I stopped the capture, I kept playing, and I kept playing for another hour. And I got frustrated, and I laughed at me getting frustrated at a little stick man getting torn to pieces and blown apart and going all over the level and dropping from it too high and hearing something break and seeing him crumple on the ground. And it's just such a simple, it's one of the simplest games. You have to get to a switch to open the door and get to the door. That's it. And then there's all the obstacles in between and all the little yellow squares to pick up to improve your time, so you have a better position on the leaderboard. And it's very, very hard to put down. If you know what this game is, all you need to know is it is everything you wanted from another one, which is more of the same. And if you haven't played it, be prepared for one of the most rewarding and frustrating 2D simplistic platformers you'll probably play for quite some time. But I'm glad N++ is eventually finally here.